Whenever your chance comes up and you speak, you should be addressing the group and not looking at the moderator. Group discussions can be nerve-wracking and mind-boggling for some of us. But I can assure you, with some practice, some understanding and some smart work, you can have the ability to discuss a wide range of topics in front of a group. So this video has 3 parts. In part 1, we'll talk about what is a group discussion and its purposes. Part 2 will discuss what are the aspects of a candidate that are observed in a GD. And part 3 will have 10 important key points to keep in mind so that you nail your next group discussion. At the end, there will be a bonus tip on how to handle a group discussion where you have no idea whatsoever of the topic and what should you speak on it. So let's begin. So what is a group discussion? And more important, what is its purpose? As the term suggests, a group discussion involves a number of people sharing their ideas on a particular topic to come to a conclusion eventually. It has various purposes. In offices, a GD is often required to find the cause of a problem and then obviously to find its solutions. In setting targets and trying to find a path to achieve those targets. But by far, one of the most popular purposes of a group discussion is to shortlist candidates for hiring on a job or for admissions in a college or a university. It is at times impossible for the hiring team to talk to every individual candidate, to interview them for long hours. A group discussion provides an efficient way to interact with the candidates. You don't have to interview each and every candidate, but still you can look at them interacting in a group. So it provides an impeccable platform for the hiring team to look at a maximum number of people in minimum amount of time. But not just that, in a GD we can observe so many aspects of a candidate that we cannot observe in an interview. So what are those aspects that we can observe in a candidate in a group discussion? Number 1, speaking skills. How good a speaker you are is definitely observed in a group discussion. How fluently can you express your ideas really plays an important role in creating a positive opinion about you. Teamwork. Group discussion is an activity that happens in presence of a number of people. It's an opportunity for you to manifest how you present or conduct yourself while interacting in a group. Leadership. Being assertive and not aggressive, bringing the focus of the group back if they digress, and cooling down a heated argument are all leadership skills that can be manifested in a group discussion. Confidence. Confidence is easily noticeable in a GD. Good practice will give you the confidence to express yourself in front of people. Listening skills. One of the most important skills in all communication is listening. It is often categorized as a must-have leadership and managerial skill. You should actively listen without any biases and then only form an opinion. Quality of argument. This is mainly through your knowledge of the topic and your logical ability. How you articulate your idea and put them forth in an interesting and yet simple manner is an art. Now let us see 10 important points that you must keep in mind and practice so that you nail your next group discussion. The beginning. It is often said that you must try to begin the discussion. You can at times start with a relevant quote, but only if it's relevant. Starting the discussion has 2 major advantages. 1, you get the first bite at the cherry, meaning that your ideas are fresh, and 2, your confidence is noticeable. The later you speak in the discussion, chances are that most of the irrelevant ideas have been already shared and you're left with mostly stale thoughts which you're trying to paraphrase. You should be mindful of the fact that you should only begin a discussion if you have really understood the topic well. Otherwise, it might backfire big time. How to disagree. A group discussion is often an exchange of contradicting opinions. There will definitely be arguments which you either partially or completely disagree with. So how to disagree with someone is an important aspect that is observed and which is something that you must practice. How to do it? Don't be dismissive or disrespectful about any thought or opinion. You can politely use the phrase like, I beg to differ with you on that. Or if you partially disagree with someone, you might say, I agree with you on this, but here I would like to add something. And then go about adding what you want to add. Remember that you're not there to insult anyone. The moment you insult or disrespect anyone, no matter how wonderful your logical arguments are, it all is overshadowed by your conduct. Never get or look angry. Control your emotions. That's probably applicable all the time, but more so in a group discussion. Accept that people will have different opinion than yours. And no matter how natural your point of view looks to you, there will always be an opinion contradicting yours. Actually, that's the beauty of a group discussion. There is no fun in discussing a topic where everyone has unanimously agreed on one opinion at the beginning itself. So, come what may, you should never raise your voice in aggression. Be assertive, but never aggressive. Do not look at the moderator. This is something that I've been telling my students over the years, and I see this point often overlooked. Generally, it happens like this. A moderator has assigned a topic to the group, and now that person or a group of people is observing the group. Whenever your chance comes up and you speak, you should be addressing the group and not looking at the moderator. Imagine if you're having this discussion like this, that you should be looking at the moderator. I mean, you understand. You might be very tempted to check whether you are being noticed by the moderator or not. Focus on your action, and trust me, if you have valid points to make and you have multiple entries, please rest assured that you will be noticed. Don't be reluctant to speak. I've seen a lot of students who really have good arguments to make, but who simply are reluctant to speak. By the time they gather their courage to speak, most of the relevant ideas have already been expressed. It is very demotivating to look at everyone speaking all those things which you already have in your head. For that, I have to say this. Trust yourself and have the courage to speak. Practice this a lot in your mock group discussions. Practice will surely make you lose that unwanted and unnecessary reluctance. Have multiple entry points in a discussion. Don't think that just because you have expressed yourself once, your job is done. Don't be afraid to add, agree, or disagree to points that are being made during the discussion later as well. Think of yourself as a contributor to the group. If you have any valuable input to give, don't deprive the group of that. Listen well. A very underrated skill, but listening is as important as speaking, if not more. Listening will help you in two ways. One, you will keep on track on what is happening and where the group discussion is headed. And two, it will save you a lot of embarrassment. How? It is often seen that when people are not listening, they express those ideas which have already been expressed way back during the discussion. So be attentive and listen well. It will save you a lot of embarrassment. Keep a positive body language. Especially when you're not speaking, you should be attentively listening to what the others have to say. You should be engaged and you should not be lost in your own word. Stick to the topic and bring back the group to the topic if they digress. It is often seen that members drift away from what the real topic is. At times they start discussing a totally different topic. If you find that happening, politely address the issue and bring the group back to discussing the topic which is on discussion. Do it politely and do it with a smile. You can use phrases like, "That really seems to be an interesting discussion, but let's bring our focus back to discussing Kindle or paper books," if that's a topic. Summarize in short at the end. If you can, then try summarizing at the end. Try to find a balanced summary which is all inclusive and not biased. Try this in your mock GDs as well. This practice will help you in the real world scenario and you would get the confidence of summarizing at the end of the discussion. Here's the bonus tip. What to do in a group discussion if you have no idea whatsoever what the topic is and you have no idea what you should speak on that. Listening and using common sense is your best bet here. You can't sit silent as it won't take you anywhere, and you can't be mourning the fact that you have landed on a topic that you have no idea about. Instead, listen well and swiftly try to form a logical argument. You can also try summarizing the discussion at the end after listening to every participant carefully. Understand this. Not everyone is aware of every kind of topic that's out there. So what to do? Organize mock GDs on your own. Gather together, form a group and do it on your own. Don't wait for your teachers to do it for you. Record yourself, observe and improve. A list of topics is linked in the description. Choose a variety of topics and discuss them. Take your mocks seriously to get the best out of them. That's it from my side on GDs today. Do let me know in the comments which are the most relevant points for you, and add any other interesting point. Please like the video and share it with someone who you think might benefit from it. Please subscribe to the channel for more content on personality development, communication skills, and English language learning. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.